What a race by Faith Kipyegon, and what a race with which to bring down the curtain on our fourth night of action. This has got to be one of the most eagerly anticipated men's steeplechase finals in history. The Olympic champion and world champion against the world record holder, a man bidding for history. No Ethiopian has won this title. That's Abraham Kibiwott, the Commonwealth champion. We've got the Asian champion in this one, the Oceanian record holder, the former world junior champion. But this is about Lamacha Girma against Soufiane El Bakkali. There's Rooks. He won the NCAA title. He won the national title for the United States despite falling in the early meters. Wale, Genet Wale, just saw his back there as we focus in on the celebrations of Faith Kipyegon, the greatest 1500-meter runner we've ever seen. Wale, you have to feel sorry for him. Fourth in Doha, fourth in Tokyo, fourth in Eugene. Is there a subplot for him to try and get on the podium, even though this is all teed up to be a duel between his compatriot Lamacha Girma and Soufiane El Bakkali? Leonard Chemetai, last year's World Junior Mountain Running champion. Sundström, European Under-23 bronze medalist a few years ago. What a race in prospect. 3 Kenyans, 2 Ethiopians, 2 Japanese, 2 Americans, a Ugandan, a Spaniard, a Swede, a Tunisian, a New Zealander, a Canadian, and the Moroccan, who's the reigning defending champion. Proud nations, proud men, but only one can reign supreme. Abraham Kibiwott, African Championship bronze a few years ago, second in Monaco behind his brilliant compatriot, who we'll see in a moment. Kibiwott was 5th last year. Aoki, Japan, Asian champion last year. Leonard Chemetai, the World Junior Mountain Running champion. George Beamish, the 3:36 1500-meter runner, is down to 8:13. What can this man do to turn 3 successive silvers into global gold? Girma has to run quickly, you would think, to run the sting out of El Bakkali's finish. Miura set a national record for Japan, finishing 2nd behind Girma's world record that came in Paris. Arche, Spain, 9th last year. The world champion, the Olympic champion, the 9th quickest in history. What kind of race is he expecting? If he's there with Girma over the last 200 meters, he'll surely win. But will the Ethiopian have burnt him off? Leonard Bett, World Junior Champion in 2018. Rooks, as I said, National Champion. Dezanya, Pan American Junior Champion a few years ago. Simon Koech is 6 out of 6 in 2023. Massive PB in Monaco. He's a brilliant hurdler. Sundström of Sweden. Gina Owi, national record holder over 3,000 and the steeplechase. Here's Genet Wale. If it's perennial silvers for Girma, it's perennial 4th place finishes for Wale. Desperate to get him on the podium. Isaac Updike of the United States, huge moment for him. This is one of the most eagerly anticipated steeplechase races in history. And El Bakkali, the Olympic champion, yawned on the start line. Here we go. We need to pay close attention to the tactics here. Lamacha Girma has finished silver in Doha, in Tokyo, and in Eugene. In Doha, he lost by 100th of a second to Concestas Kipruto. In Tokyo, he lost by less than half a second to El Bakkali. And last year, he lost to El Bakkali by 0.8 of a second. 1.37 seconds across the 3 races he's lost. Surely, he's got to make sure this is fast. The arguments for him, Tim Hutchings, he's broken the world record. He's broken the 3,000-meter world record indoors, and Lamacha Girma now has the national record for Ethiopia over the 1500 metres. But El Bakkali has got lightning quick acceleration, and surely, if it's too slow, it's going to play into the hands of El Bakkali once more.
Well, I think, Rob, you're right, but I don't think he'll go hard until maybe halfway. I think it's asking too much to go really early. Let's go back to the high jump, though. Tamberi here at 2:36. Here's the Italian, the Olympic champion. A first time again. Oh, after one hiccup at 2:25, he's gone first time. Unbelievable from Tamberi. He has the lead. Harrison, 2:36. He's had a failure. Now, for the first time, he's been shunted off the top of the pile as the American. Javon Harrison, perfect on his first three heights. 2:25, 2:29, 2:33. Then, at the crack of vulnerability, but he goes clear as well. Still in the battle. It's not all over, not by a long shot. He's in second place after Tamberi goes clear. First time. Bashim, well, he's in a bit of trouble. Third attempt for him. Oh, brings it down. Well, that's one of the upsets of the week so far. Bashim will finish in third place, he can hope.
Leonard Bett leading now. No real move here, and the longer this goes on, the more you suspect it plays into the hands of Soufiane El Bakkali, who has got his eye on Lamachia Girma, second from the left-hand side. 2:50 at 1,000 metres. This is exactly what El Bakkali wanted. He's desperate to successfully defend this crown.
And Rob, I reckon Girma's got about 2 laps in which to make a decision to go hard and start pushing it along, because otherwise it will be getting into El Bakkali's territory. Although you've got to remember, Girma is a 3:29 1500 metre runner, quicker than El Bakkali.
And look, El Bakkali has followed Girma now because he senses there is a move on. In Eugene last year, El Bakkali ran the last 100 metres in 13.6. Girma was 14.08. Yes, Girma in second place, the world record holder, has run the steeplechase 4 seconds quicker than Soufiane El Bakkali. But El Bakkali's got rockets on his feet on the last lap, and Girma has to be brave enough to do the damage now.
Well, they come through, Rob, with 4 laps to go. They still haven't reached halfway, and the pattern of the race is beginning to become clear. Look at that, 3 Kenyans in the top 5. The world record holder and the Olympic champion. Those are the top 5. And El Bakkali now will cover anything thrown at him, because as we approach halfway, I think they're beginning to have left it too late. They've got to go. They've got to start stretching away and putting in a hard lap that really makes El Bakkali work here. Yes, he's not as quick at 1500 metres as Girma, but he does have that lightning quick leg turnover down the home straight, and it's proven irresistible in the last 2 or 3 major championships.
I'm sure it must be hard to be brave in a global final, but this is Girma's best ever chance to beat El Bakkali. 2 world records this year, 3,000 indoors. That was a 25-year-old world record that stood to Daniel Komen. A PB and a national record over the 1500 metres. He's got to take some confidence from that, and he's got to believe he can do something here to deny El Bakkali yet another glorious moment. And look at this. Girma on his own at the front, surrounded by all 3 Kenyans, with El Bakkali watching them all, poised in 5th, ready to strike.
Well, El Bakkali will be delighted that this hasn't really gone hard as yet, beginning to wind it up. Kibi Watt behind him, and on the far side, the third of the Kenyans, Koech. But now Girma moves to the front for the first time, and this is decisive, Rob. 2,534, that was a 2:44. It was a bit quicker, that second kilometre, but it wasn't super fast. It hasn't taxed El Bakkali yet.
This is his move. This is his bid for glory. Germer at the front, little stutter into that. El Bakkali's a better hurdler than Germer. He's run more than twice the number of elite races at Steeplechase. When Germer broke the world record, it was his first Steeplechase since the Eugene final last year. It's the world record holder leading from the Olympic and world champion. And even the Kenyans are beginning to be stretched out here. Now we've got a race on, and it's Abraham Kibiwott, the Commonwealth champion, in third. He looks to be the best placed of the three Kenyans to try and upset this duel on a balmy night in Budapest.
Well, Rob, Germer has got the job to do now. It's there for him to achieve. He's taken the initiative with 1,000 to go, just over 1,000 to go, and he's got to stretch El Bakkali here now. He's got about 3 meters. I'm sure he can look up at the big screen and see that. See if he gets his head down here at the bell and charges into the final lap. But El Bakkali looks ominously calm, frankly.
They take the bell in the final of the men's 3,000-metre steeplechase. It's the world record holder. Oh, and there's a faller there. Abraham Kibiwott, the Commonwealth champion, has gone down. He's back up on his feet, but Bet, his compatriot, has come past him. Drama in the battle for third, and drama in the battle for gold. The world record holder Germer against the world and Olympic champion Soufane El Bakkali. El Bakkali's hurting, but he's close. Has he got the acceleration? This is Germer's best chance, but look at the Moroccan. Vaulting is so important here. Good from both of them. A little stutter there from Lamesha Germer. He left it too late, and Soufane El Bakkali is going to become a multiple world champion at the 3,000-metre steeplechase. Massive battle between Kibiwott and Bet for the bronze. El Bakkali reigns supreme once more, and it's yet another runner-up finish for the silver man. And what a battle for the bronze. Real heartache there for Bet. Abraham Kibiwott, the Commonwealth champion, pulling himself off the floor to get a global bronze. It was a great chance for Germer to turn so many silvers into a gold, but he just didn't go early enough. He just didn't go hard enough. And El Bakkali's reign at the top of world steeplechasing continues.
Well, El Bakkali, 8:03.53. The stat that tells the story, Rob, is that last 1,000. 2:29. That is faster than sub-4-minute miling pace for the last 2.5 laps. Barriers, water jump and all. El Bakkali finished like a rocket. And come the final 100, to his credit, it wasn't close, was it? He won that, going away. And I do think that Germer should have gone earlier. That final 1,000 was just not asking enough questions of El Bakkali. He needed to be stretched by halfway, and he wasn't. The Kenyans did their share at the front. They tried, but El Bakkali is becoming one of the greats of this discipline.
There's the subplot, and it's an incredible one. Kibiwott has injured his arm. I wonder if he's broken his wrist. The fall was so heavy, and it's incredible that he got up again to take the bronze medal, denying his compatriot Leonard Bet. Tears of joy, tears of a champion. Soufane El Bakkali has beaten the world record holder to taste gold again here in Budapest. He was the one hungry for glory tonight.
Well, hungry for glory, and he's satiated now, because that was a very, very competent piece of running from El Bakkali. Here's that fall from Kibiwott. Oh, that left knee crashes into the barrier. And you know, if you bang into them, the barrier doesn't really move. It's your bones, your sinews, your muscles, your soft tissues that move, and that must have really, really hurt Rob. He clattered that so hard.
It was incredible that he got up to take the bronze, but El Bakkali was turning on the burners for yet another global golden moment for him and Morocco. And there was Kibiwott withstanding the late charge of Leonard Bett, the world junior champion from a few years ago. Germa needs to learn the lessons from this, Tim. 3:29 over the 1500, the world record indoors over 3000, the world record outdoors over this event, and still it wasn't enough to beat the Moroccan. If he's in contention and in shape next year, he's got to go harder and he's got to go earlier.
Well, records are borrowed, medals are forever. And I know that Germa would happily swap his world record for that gold medal that El Bakkali has got.
Gold in Budapest. What is next?
Well, there's been plenty going on this evening. We really hope you've enjoyed it. Soufiane El Bakkali certainly did, charging to gold #2 on the world stage to go alongside his Olympic title. It's silver yet again for Lamicha Germa, and the Commonwealth champion, Abraham Kibiwott, recovering from a heavy fall on the last lap to outdip his compatriot for the bronze. There was drama everywhere there, but El Bakkali continues this glittering run of global golds.